ho. Mono soko la kayala. Let me give you what you want. Ho, ho, ho. Good evening, people. Anybody here? Lord have mercy. Now, you know that thing knew that I was going to come on here and address her, since she is now, once again, got my name in the title. I got to let somebody come in here so I know that I'm not talking to myself. She now has my name in the title again after I had to spank her ass last week. Now she feels like she has a way to get back into the beef sector. She wants to get her beef going, right? So, is nobody here? What's going on? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? That's the issue. Well, I'm not seeing anything in the chat, but we have to assume that you do. Anyway. So, howdy ho. There you are. How you doing, Lincoln Jude? Hi, Tanya B. No, what can I do? I mean, what can I do? This woman has got my name in the title. She got a horrible picture of me in the title, saying that I hate women, of course. That always gets a draw, you know. But the problem with Heidi Ho, what she don't realize is that even using my name in your title, even using this disfigured face of me in your title, even claiming that I hate all women and all this stuff, right? With all that, Tasha K, this is real time. Let me tell you what you got. Wait a minute. Oh shit! I gotta go find Heidi Ho again. Hold on 1 second, people. This is important. Even with all that, let me go over here to my history and find the Heidi Ho.
You just seem like you like, exotic or different types of women. What's wrong with saying that? If she felt that way, she felt that way. But attorney over there still talking about it, y'all. He's still...
Okay, let's freeze you up. And let's bring you where you're running your mouth about me.
If I hang in there with Sean Bradley, I have enough money to go to Africa and weighing out right at this point. Like, exotic or different types of women. Or eating off this one lady. It's really disgusting.
Okay, so now we're going to start. All right, let me get back to my stream and cancel that other stream. People, how y'all doing tonight? Hi, RJ Supreme. Y'all here? Okay. Fraser Laurie and Annette. Yeah, y'all here. Well, I don't see that I have much choice. The woman has got my name in the title. She got my picture of me. She's apparently upset with me because I had comments about Tasha K's performance on this morning, as if Tasha K cannot be held responsible for all the things that come out of her mouth, but she is responsible for every syllable that comes out of everyone else's mouth, right? I'm just saying. So how y'all we gonna start? Because I don't want y'all to think, oh, he just picking a beef. He just picking a beef. Frankly, I don't even like arguing with women, right? Because I don't like using all that be this and all that kind of stuff and the C word, whatever. You start arguing with people, it's all gonna come out, right? I prefer to argue with niggas, to tell you the truth. That is the honest truth, right? But since she's insistent, I'm gonna show you why I have to come back at this thing. She is a desperate woman. She has jumped from channel to channel, right? She can't get any views. The point I was just about to make, that even using my page and picking a fight with Timothy Blaine and using some old man in there and calling me all kinds of meth heads. I think you call, let me see what you called it. Okay, it's called Old Dirty Broke Timothy Blaine Hates on Tasha K. Okay to downgrade and attack women because he's gay. So she's trying to use the old ploy, let's turn the gays against the women against the gays, right? I want y'all to hear a little taste of this. She complained that before, when I read her punk ass, that you could not hear her voice. And I went to the video. I said, well, that is true. I did not adjust my microphone when I was talking to her. So people, please let me know if you can hear my voice and also her voice. There's an adjustment that you have to make on your, because I want you to hear what she says to me and the level of disrespect she hurls at me based on a disagreement with someone else, something that's not even her business.
That's what makes you say, you know what, fuck that shit. I'm taking up for Tasha K, bitch. It's just really just too many men jumping on Tasha K. You know, it just ain't weighing out right at this point. So then you got
this is a reaction video.
You got Mad Max. You got Mad Meth Head Man Timothy Blaine. Okay, you got the meth head. He's over there talking shit about Tasha and how she's trying to exploit, you know, blah blah blah, the poor in Africa. And really he's mad because he'll never go to Africa. He'll never have enough money to go to Africa. Timothy Blaine is never going to leave that fucking couch. He wants to be a superstar. Timothy Blaine really wants to be a superstar. That's why he went on Sean Bradley's reality.
I want to be a superstar, and yet you have 20 minutes worth of commercials promoting your tired ass music at the front end of every video you make and at the back end. This middle part you just put in so somebody will watch it. So you figure that, oh, they'll watch it if I put his name in there, right? So let me help you, Miss Heidi Fly Monster, since you're confused. You've been on 92 minutes ago. You made this disgusting video, right? You have 225 views. That's what you should have gotten the moment you clicked on. 225 views. You have 0 comments in your comment section. Over there in your what you call it, your chat, you have almost every comment made is made by your moderator, Beefcake. Beefcake. Let's count them off again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my God. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. You have 32 comments in your chat from Beefcake. All together, you have a total of 9 other comments in the whole chat. I don't know if 9 is an accurate number. You don't even have 9. Almost every person who's looking at you is that same person, Beefcake, your moderator, right? So this is a failed attempt. You failed again, Miss Heidi. You thought that it was the safest thing to do was to come over here fucking with Timothy Blaine about something that had nothing to do with you, and that would bring you views. You have failed again. You should be familiar with failure, girl, right? When they told you you had to get up off that pole. Just think back, girls, to what it felt like. Why are you putting yourself through it again? Because you're about to fail again, bitch.
Show. Like when everybody was trying to tell him, Timothy, you need to leave. There is no money to be gotten. He was like, but I can still be a star.
I never even mentioned money when I went to that. I went to support Sean Bradley in his endeavor, right? You say I sit on my couch, I never leave town. So I left town that time, and you're bitching and complaining about that, girl. No, you were the one coming there thinking somebody's gonna give your funky ass $30,000 for 10 minutes of airtime, girl. You wasn't on the damn screen a hot 10 minutes, but you thought somebody was gonna give you $30,000. No, you're the one with the hopes and dreams, Miss Heidi Fly. But we're gonna talk more about your hopes and dreams. So hopefully then you will remember my voice. You remember the words that were coming out of my mouth. And I want to say before I even begin this thing, I think it's time you take this thumbnail down. It is so cheesy, and it does not even look like a real breast on a human being. It looks like something you might see in a Victoria's Secret window, girl. No, that's kind of high end. Some cheap lingerie store where they have mannequins where they just put gray big old saucers on their chest, girl, and don't have no effort at all and looking like a woman's breast. Why would you have your titties pushed all the way up in your goddamn neck, girl, like this, and they got a round saucer and you can see the silicone, girl? You're not supposed to see the silicone. That's the whole idea behind work. Supposed to look real. But let's go on.
Mama, you think I can still be a star if I hang in there with Sean Bradley? Maybe he went and got him a little piece of meth. He hit that motherfucking meth and he was trying to.
No, I haven't hit meth in 20 years. Let's talk about you. When was the last time you did crystal meth, Heidi Fly Monster? Oh, that's too difficult for you? When is the last time you and your meth addicted husband sat down and did a little meth? Or was it coke? Or was it pills? Because you seem to be a high an awful lot for a 40-year-old woman, right? But I don't know. I don't do no girl. If I did drugs, I ain't had no problem telling you, girl. I ain't never been no scary bitch, right? But I see you have now an Amazon page up, and you have Meth Monster cranking through a life. Look into the something. It's $33 on eBay. You have that same book next to that one, and it's $30 on Thrift Books. I don't know what kind of site you pulled up. You're pretty stupid, really. And then another. All these books are called Meth Monster with the subtitle "Cranking Through a Life Looking into the." I assume that there's more to that title, right? On the very end, the fourth book, that is actually my book, right? I want you guys to remember this because this is significant. I was going to put a marker in all the places where she lied about me, but I'm not spending that kind of time on this whole. Here is my book available at Amazon. I don't know how you could confuse that, but I want you guys to see why I'm making a point of it. So we'll listen a little more.
Hold on to the hope that he could be a superstar with Sean Bradley, and it did not work out. Timothy Blaine wants to be a superstar.
Let's stop it right there. How much, Heidi Fly Monster, when I look at one of your pitiful videos, they're not pitiful if you're looking to listen to rap music, but how much money did you or was your husband forced to spend on these videos you keep making of you as a rap star? How much on the makeup? How much on the models? How much on the background girls? How much did you do filming these various photo shoots? How much money have you spent trying to be a superstar, girl? And no one has heard your music, girl. The only time you can be able to play it where somebody can hear it is if you come over here fucking with people like me. Because when they look in to see what you said about Timothy Blaine, you can expose them to this goddamn music that did not take off. And now you are 40 years old and you are still struggling. Let that man keep some of his pay. I'm sure he is tired of financing all of your hopes and dreams, which have all failed. Every goddamn one of them.
But he tries to hide it and make it seem like I don't really want to be no star. And he make it seem like everybody else want to be a star except for him. If you didn't want to be no motherfucking superstar, why did you get up off that raggedy ass couch in them dirty ass drawers, them old ass suspenders? Why did you get up and leave your dog, your prized possession? Why did you leave your dog and take a flight to go see Sean Bradley if you didn't want to be a superstar? See, that's
you are the only dumb hoe there, Heidi Fly. You are the only hoe at that whole event who expressed a desire to be a star. You were the onlyest one. You are the only stupid ass gullible hoe that came to Atlanta, Georgia, thinking somebody's gonna sit down and write your ass a $30,000 check, girl. You are the onlyest one who thought you had a guarantee you were gonna be on TV. You were there to be a star. You even dressed up like a star. This is my moment. And this is my moment. I'm Nene Leaks. Who the fuck did you think you were, Miss Heidi Fly? But you're projecting now all that onto me. No, I have no desire to be a star, girl. You know why? Because I am a 65, almost 65-year-old man, girl. It's over. Miss Thing. Yes, it's over. Call it a day. I am relaxing, enjoying my retirement.
Let's tell the real tea on Timothy Blaine,
okay,
who's very jealous of women, who quite often thinks that he has a gay past.
Yes.
He quite often states that he has a gay past. And I don't like you, bitch, because I'm gay. He'll tell you in a minute. He's gay. So he feels like he can call you bitches, he can call you hoes, he can talk under your clothes. Because
the similarity, one thing we have in common, gay men have in common with women, biological women, is both groups have called each other bitches and hoes since probably the dawn of time, certainly since the 1950s, right? I remember arriving in Hollywood as a 19-year-old boy. And I thought the most amazing thing was what I asked for, what my new friend I just discovered. Why do they keep calling each other bitches? Don't anybody get mad? No, because not only was it your language, but it is our language. So if we're going to get along, then we have to respect that we both use that same language. Not only do we, it's not a male addressing a woman. It is a gay male addressing a black woman. We both use the same language. I've been called a bitch here on YouTube more than I've never experienced being so disrespected. But I don't consider it disrespect. I consider it expressive language, right? So if I take a ticket taker, I want to see how many times do you call me a bitch in this goddamn thing here, right? You go around calling people bitches all the time? Did you call them pimps a bitch?
Because he's gay. So don't ever get it twisted why I have to drag this old ass man by his nappy ass fucking hair. Because he is a bitter meth head. Okay? You never stop being a meth head. You just every day is a new day. I'm a recovering addict.
You got that from your mama. You let your mama let them white folks tell her what she is. Nigga, if I haven't done drugs in 20 years, I am not a drug addict. I don't give a goddamn who you are, what you represent. You say, you're not going to tell me what the fuck I am. God tells me who I am. And since God said you are delivered and I feel it in my spirit, I am delivered, girl. I only listen to me and God. So because your mama has proven over and over and over again that she is always an addict, and you display all of the signs of being a current addict, a right now addict, girl. You use drugs right now. So I would have to ask myself, how is this woman being a mother? How can you be a mother and a drug addict at the same time, girl, and keep the kids in the house? Usually, a drug addict in your condition, in their 40s, girl, who cannot take care of their children without doing drugs, Miss Thing, there's a good chance that they come and take your children away. So I don't understand the mystery of how you've even been able to keep up with them. But I would say, mother, I have to go to school. I have to go to school. Everybody in my school is on YouTube. Even though they're not supposed to be on YouTube, even though they've got blocks on that particular computer, I go on my phone. Everybody. So why is my mother on here calling people bitches and hoes and acting like a goddamn prostitute? Right? But let you explain it. Heidi ho. And then we're going to talk about, since you keep calling me a meth head girl, and I can't get a picture of you using drugs right now, although if I don't know anything else about this planet, I know a drug addict when I see one. Hold on a minute. Y'all ain't gonna believe this part. Hold on.
I've been recovering for 15 years. But you're never like
no ho 20 years
over it. You're once an addict, you're always an addict.
No, that's your mama. Your mama is an addict. Your mama was a crackhead when she gave birth to you, and apparently she's still a crackhead because you still believe that once an addict, always an addict. You watching these movies that every time they say somebody's an addict, they go back to relapsing. Well, I haven't had that experience, Miss Heidi Ho. And if I had that experience, I wouldn't be ashamed of it, girl. I wrote books about it, girl. I am not ashamed of a goddamn thing I do. This is my life. It belongs to me. But I want you to tell me about your life. Your life, Heidi Ho. Would you still be turning tricks if you hadn't gotten so old and that goddamn titties didn't frighten the men away, girl? Are you still turning tricks now? Do you consider the man you call your husband, is that a trick? I'm just saying. I'm just curious.
Timothy Blaine is a monster.
Yes.
That's why anytime he gets into it with anybody, he turns into the boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
He goes so far. He would drag you.
And yet you bring your stinking black ass over here with my name, picture, and some disparaging thing in the title, girl. So if I'm such a monster, why are you bringing your raggedy ass over here fucking with me? Is this the same thing you did with those pimps after they had knocked 2 or 3 teeth out, girl? As if they put you in a corner and gave you black eyes and then enough makeup to cover it up, girl. And then you came right back to the same motherfucker that just put you in the hospital. Tell us about the whole game, girl. Tell us about the whole game. Because I know a few things about it, girl.
And then he'll go on his platform and twist it and say that you did something to him. Oh, it was him. But see, Heidi Fly don't have no little bitty ass platform no more.
Girl, I can't make it very far with this thing. You don't have no little bitty ass platform anymore. Is that what you said? Did I just show you that every comment in your comments in your thread there, almost every comment is made by Beefcake, your moderator. You have no comments under your comments of the video. A total of 225 people have seen your video. A lot of them in the last hour, because you've been up for 92 minutes and you still have not crossed 225, girl. That is not pitiful. That is pathetic. For you to be on here talking about how you are successful on YouTube. You are not successful here. You are failed in the beef sector. You went to another sector. You failed at the mukbang. You went to another sector. You failed with the makeup people. You went to another. Now you're gonna start a business. You make eyelashes. You failed at making eyelashes, selling eyelashes, girl. You got mad at the 5 Monster. Oh, excuse me. She's not going by 5 Monster. She's going by 5 Babe. You got so angry with her because she was selling eyelashes, girl. Now, how dumb is that? Like, you have the corner on the market of eyelashes, girl. When we see that you're not selling any, yes, you make that man buy you a bunch of boxes of eyelashes, right? He goes to work and breaks his back and come back and support one of another one of your failed dreams, girl. But you got them all there. I saw you just give away more eyelashes. I said, well, goddamn, when is she gonna start selling eyelashes? All she do is let me give you a gift box. Oh, I'm gonna send you a gift box. I'll send you 2 or 3 of them. I'll send. Girl, you just sending, but nobody's buying. So that would be another failure of yours, Miss Heidi Fly. So I would suggest to you, girl, you need to keep your goddamn mouth shut on that subject of Timothy Blaine. At the end of this thing, you are threatening me now that you're going to release all the old videos. Do you really want to hear the old videos of you trying to read me, Miss Heidi Fly Ho? Girl.
So a wider range of people will be able to hear my rebuttal while you over there talking shit. So Timothy Blaine made a video talking to me, I suppose. The motherfucker didn't even play the video because he did not want y'all to hear me roast the dog shit out of his stomach.
Okay, so now this is your moment, girl. I fixed my microphone. Oh, y'all didn't tell me. Wait a minute. I got to go over here and see. Can y'all hear both Heidi Fly voice and my voice? Please tell me. Hello. Where is it at? Can y'all hear her? Because she's really upset that I didn't have my microphone turned where y'all can hear her, because she roasted the shit out of me, girl. So I want to give her every opportunity. Thank you, Marie B, for the super chat. I'll come back over here with you guys in a minute. But we want to finish this thing up with Miss Heidi Fly, because all her videos are just there to promote that music that nobody wants to buy or pay any money for, girl. Goddamn, songs only cost 99 cents these days, girl. You can't get 99. You can't get nobody to buy your music for 99 cents. So you force them to listen to it by pulling pranks like this, girl. Anyway, yes, so you can hear both. Okay, let's get back to some more. It ain't much, girl. It's all about her just playing them damn records. We won't be playing none here, so she can't try to demonetize. Whatever.
On face ass. That motherfucking meth addict can dish it out, but he cannot take.
I can take.
He cannot take.
What you got?
That's why he made a whole video where he didn't even talk. He was just going,
No, you can hear me.
You know how they say, oh, bitch, shots fired, you're taking shots. You could tell that every word that I said to him pierced him in his motherfucking chest. I said, look at that nigga, it's like I'm shooting him. He was feeling them blows through the motherfucking screen, because I meant everything I said to him. I meant every motherfucking thing I said.
You a powerful bitch.
And I saw it in real time.
Yes.
Get that video. That motherfucker don't even want y'all to hear what I said.
What you say?
Turned me down. And y'all know Timothy Blaine don't do that. Timothy Blaine would turn you up and play your shit and do a review.
Yes.
But when Heidi cussed that motherfucking busted ass motherfucker out, he turned that volume down, baby. He didn't want y'all to hear that shit.
So if they have full access to you, the Heidi Fly Monster, and I'm letting you spill your poison, why don't you have more than 225 views, girl, with no comments? Come on, success. How many more dreams is Josh gonna have to finance, girl?
I want y'all to hear me cuss him the fuck out. And then he kept trying to rebuttal with the same old tired ass reads from 3 years ago.
Okay.
The same old fuck shit that's not true.
Were you a hoe or not? Were you spreading your pussy for old men to gawk at your pussy and your asshole for $1 bills? Is it the truth or not? Because if it is the truth, girl, and that is your truth, then those are the bullets we're going to hit you with continually. I don't know why you feel so confident to come over here fucking with me. Oh, you mad? You a meth head? Miss Thing, I'd rather be a meth head than a hoe. I'd rather be a meth head than having fat, old, nasty men who've been drinking, girl. You know what with the alcohol that flavor in their mouth, as some stranger girl humping and pumping in your ass and dropping $40 on it. I'd much rather be a meth head than that, girl. You want to talk about reality? Don't deny it. You came out your own goddamn stupid ass mouth. But there's some more juicy stuff here.
True. Don't nobody know no pimp named Leon. Ain't nobody know motherfucker.
Are you denying that you had a pimp, or are you denying that his name was Leon? Because I'll give you that. I'm more than likely got the name wrong. It ain't like your life is so important to me. So you're not in line. You're not lying that you married a pimp with multiple convictions for being a pimp, when you know he was a pimp when you married him, which means you are secure in being a hoe. Because when a hoe marries a pimp, it ain't like he gonna change, right?
Fucking hoe. Don't nobody snort no motherfucking coke. Ain't nobody
You're changing your story now? I thought you were proud of being a drug addict, girl. Don't you sit on the line and roll blunts, mother? Ain't nobody never been a hoe. What the hell is a pole dancer, girl? Do you think any of them old drunk motherfuckers are not offering you, girl, a little extra? You can get a little, what do you call it? A happy ending. You're sitting on their laps with your asshole exposed, Heidi Fly Monster. Until they didn't want you no more, girl. They didn't want you. Nobody wants an old hoe. And so you captured Josh. You captured him. And maybe he just liked hoes. A lot of men do. And you somehow tricked him into a relationship. And then you had yourself a baby to secure.
Old school Mac songs, but your bitch ass. You couldn't be a Mac.
Mac.
Because you was the dope fiend. The Macs and the drug dealers in the 1970s and the pimps and shit, they was getting money.
Girl, are you really on here trying to defend the Macs and the pimps of the 1970s? Miss Thing, a pimp is a despicable character. It is of the lowest of the low, honey. That's not something you bragging about. The Macs. I ain't heard that word in a long time, girl. The Macs. And they make a movie called with Max Julian called The Mac. So you think that those were people to admire? And you say, honey, a drug deal. When I was on drugs, I was out at the club partying, girl. If I wasn't partying, I was having sex with people, girl. I was having a good time. That's why I did the drugs. Now, were you having a good time when them motherfuckers, come on, baby, get the balls, and then stink and the funk of putting your face into somebody's legs that you don't even know for a few fucking dollars. And then you're going to take those dollars and give them to your pimp. And you are bragging about that? You think that's a good thing? That means your mind is so corrupted, Miss Heidi Fly, because you started hoeing, according to you, as a teenager. You hoed for your mama, and then by the time you became a young woman, you was already a full-fledged hoe. You was a hoe till you couldn't do it no more, girl. And don't kid yourself. Swinging on that pole, you ain't doing nothing but hoeing. You're showing your wares, honey. Talk to somebody who don't know.
Timothy Blaine was climbing inside of a dumpster,
geeking.
So he was geeking.
So what's wrong with that? Geeking, climbing inside of a dumpster. Isn't that just somebody out there getting high? That's not quite the same thing as a person who is enslaved to a pimp, where they got to get their ass out there and walk until their heels are leaning over to the left, and he ain't gonna buy her no new shoes until she makes her quota, right? So you're telling me that whatever I decide to tweak on, girl, if I want to sit there and tweak on baseball cards, or I want to tweak on going trashing, girl, if I want to tweak on sucking dicks all night, girl, whatever I'm doing it for my own pleasure. I'm not doing it for the pleasure of a trick, and I'm not doing it for the pleasure of a pimp. So a clown, girl, riding around in purple suits and shit, girl, with a car full of idiot-ass women, girl. That's not my job, Miss Thing, right? I'm just doing my own goddamn thing. But that was 20 years ago. I want to talk a little bit about what you do right now and what Josh do right now. How much time is spent being a parent, and how much time is spent just being a trick?
Shit, stealing his booty hole. Having cleaned his ass from prostituting the night before just to get the man.
Wait a minute, girl. I gotta do that again, honey. You're describing what a hoe is? Wait a minute. That was your job, not mine. Girl, when I started doing drugs, I was damn near 30 then. I was already an old man in the gay world, honey. I don't want no 30-year-old hoes when they can get something much younger. This is your life.
They was getting money. Timothy Blaine was climbing inside of a dumpster.
So?
Geeking.
Yes.
He was geeking.
Yes.
The air. Shit, stealing his booty hole. Hadn't even cleaned his ass from prostituting the night before just to get the meth.
Girl, where was the term hoe bath invented? Where did the term, Miss Heidi Fly Monster, since you want to talk about hoeing, where was the term hoe bash? Where did that originate? Did that originate like in car wash when the poor pitiful girl after the pimp done pushed her ass out the car because nobody wanted her? Her wig was raggedy, the clothes were raggedy, and she would go into the gas station, girl, and she would do what is called a hoe bath, girl. At least that's where the term started. She would take some towels maybe and do it, maybe wipe her under her arms a little bit, and then she'd take the towels and maybe wipe the cum from the last trick, girl, maybe wipe her asshole a little bit. Isn't that the life of a pimp? I mean, isn't that the life of a hoe? It ain't the life of a pimp because he's sitting in the car smoking blunts.
Just to geek out and climb in the dumpster to look for more meth while dumpster diving.
So the people are in the dumpster. They're looking for meth. Who put meth in a dumpster? I need to know then who in the hell there was meth inside the dumpster. Is that what they were doing, girl? Tell me about it, Miss Heidi Fly, because you have an extensive history with all kinds of drug addicts, girl, because that's where you came from. You ain't never knew nothing no better.
This how nasty and disgusting he is. This why he's so fucking bitter. This why he mad at Tasha K that she can go to Africa. Tasha K put 600 million CFAs into an African bank.
Ooh, I need to put that on loop, honey. Did you just squeal on Tasha K? Did you just tell on Tasha K that she moved 900,000 American dollars into an African bank? Because we have just been guessing so far what she's doing in Africa and how she's manipulating money in Africa. But you just said, and I'm going to repeat it. I wish I knew how to make it loop because I would play it all night.
Prostituting the night before just to get the meth, just to geek out and climb in the dumpster to look for more meth while dumpster diving.
Get to the next part.
This how nasty and disgusting he is. This why he's so fucking bitter. This why he mad at Tasha K that she can go to Africa. Tasha K put 600 million CFAs into an African bank, which is roughly $900,000 in American money. And those motherfuckers.
I wonder would they use this in court. Let me come over here and say hello to my darlings. I wonder if they're able to use that in court, Miss Heidi Fly. You just said that Tasha, by your admission, I don't know how you have the information, but you spoke of what the money was called and whatever rubies or whatever the fuck they use. You said she basically put $900,000 into an African bank. That's why she's there, right? Do you have a knowledge of that? Is this something that you can give testimony to? Because you just told that woman's business. So I think that she has a piss poor representative if you on here telling all her business when she's been trying to pretend that all her money is in Chase Bank in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm sure she thanks you. Let's see if we can get that to go viral. Is there anything left, girl? Come on.
Did not get her a black SUV with tinted windows. They put her in a fucking cab with.
Listen to this crazy bitch.
This how nasty and disgusting.
Oh, come on, girl. Get past that.
This why he made
come on, girl.
Into an African bank, which is roughly $900,000 in American money. And those motherfuckers did not get her a black SUV with tinted windows. They put her in a fucking cab.
No.
With ripped up seats.
Yes.
I would have complained too. But she didn't complain. She just showed her people. But that just goes to show you.
Girl, see, this is some shit this has been on you since you were a child, Heidi Fly Monster. Heidi Fly Monster. You were used to turning your tricks, and you thought that because you went and got into the pimp's car with his tinted windows and his leopard skin interior, girl, that you were really a boss. But you forget the part where he rips into your bra and takes every dime you made for the trick you just turned, girl. And he goes in between your legs to make sure you're not hiding any money. Kick the shoes off, bitch. Then whatever you got on, he takes all of your goddamn money. He takes so much money that you don't even have enough money to buy a hamburger if you're hungry, because he is the one that will feed you like a rabid dog. You don't work, you don't eat. What kind of a person can accept those terms? This is what you should be talking about in your videos. She ain't riding in an SUV. Girl, you don't shut your goddamn mouth.
And you black, no matter how much motherfucking money you transfer. This is what the fuck you gonna give me? A fucked up taxi cab? She deserved to say what the fuck she said, Timothy Blaine.
She's in Africa. She laid her ass down on a squanton hunt, girl.
You would never see that kind of money in your life. You was full-blown meth addict. And then you try to lie and say that you had the HYZ. But in reality, you have the AIYZ. You don't got the 3-letter package. You got the 4-letter package, the one that start with the A. So stop lying.
Girl, why you got to try to Miss Thing, are you retarded? You ain't got to spell out AIDS, girl. If you read my book, you see I ain't got no problem I don't have no problem talking about shit, Miss Thing. And let me tell you why. I have survived a war. 2 of them. I survived addiction, something your mama couldn't do. And I survived HIV AIDS because I'm 64 years old. Right? So even though you think you're reading me when you say HIV, the 3 letters, oh, you got the A word, you got the, what the fuck difference does it make to me, girl? I ain't had sex in 20 years. What the fuck I care? The point is, I am alive. Not only am I alive, right? I'm old. If I die, I said this to you in my last video, girl. If I were to die right now, girl, I still live basically my whole life. I ain't missed nothing, girl. I'm healthier today than I was the day they told me I had HIV 32 years ago, girl. So what exactly you think you reading me? Oh, you got the A. You better check that snatch of yours up, girl, because you're the one that had fat, nasty old men digging and diving in your ass, girl, for 25 years till nobody wanted you anymore. What's up in your snatch? Like y'all all coming and telling the truth, please.
Stop trying to make these people think you just got the H. You got the A.
What's the H?
Lying ass. You a meth head with the package. when the pimps and the dope dealers and shit and the Macs and the thugs and the NFL players and the ballers was getting...
Wait a minute. Miss Thing, did you just compare? Wait a minute. I want y'all to see how Heidi Fly thinks of successful men, right? I want to go just a little bit of take. I want y'all to pay attention, people. Listen to this. Okay, come on, Heidi, preach.
YZ. You don't got the 3-letter package. You got the 4-letter package, the one that start with the A.
Okay.
So stop lying.
Okay.
Stop trying to make these people think you just got the H. You got the A.
What's the H? Herbies? I ain't got no herbies.
Lying ass.
She lies so much.
You're a meth head with the package.
Okay.
When the pimps and the dope dealers and shit and the Macs and the thugs and the NFL players and the ballers was getting money.
Wait a minute. The pimps, the players, the Macs, the thugs, and the NFL players, girl. How do you equate them all as being the same thing, Heidi Fly? Girl, you are so deranged, Miss Heidi Fly. Pimps, players, drug dealers, and drug addicts. Girl, that's not the same thing as being an NFL player and a baller, girl. You're mixing them all together, Heidi Fly Monster, which tells us what you consider to be successful, girl. If I would have put a big, long fur coat on, girl, with my hat tilted to the side, and I would have say, hey, Heidi, bitch, get your ass over here and get with this pimping. Was that that made me a success, Miss Heidi? You said in Atlanta that I had raggedy clothes on. What raggedy clothes on, girl? I had jeans. I had bought the jeans 3 days before that, girl. So I had blue jeans on and a t-shirt. The exact same thing I'm wearing right now. The exact same thing I wear anytime. So why was it necessary for you to come back here and lie, right? Because I didn't have a purple suit on, because there were no rings on all my fingers, girl, and there was no bracelets on all the evidence of how successful my hose is, girl. That's how you determine what success is, Miss Heidi Fly. You are a pitiful, disgusting woman. You are. And even right now, you still have no comments. 225. I probably have to refresh to get the newest number. No more than 230 people watched your pitiful ass video. So even though you call yourself promoting your music, girl, ain't nobody seeing that shit, girl. Ain't nobody seeing that bullshit, girl, but them 200 people. Same old ones. Beefcake makes your moderator probably feels sorry for you. That's why she's posting. She or he, is that a he? Or he is posting so much in your chat because he's embarrassed for you. Because if he didn't post 35 times, there would be nobody in your chat and nobody in your comments, right? You just all you are is dust in the wind. Have I done enough, people? I done run my damn mouth on tonight with this Heidi Ho. I want to see when she starts saying that about talking about my books, girl, when it's very plain to see that my books ain't no $33. She's talking about a whole different other author. All she got to do is look and say, God damn, that's a different book. The covers are different, girl. But I want to see when she does that.
You was shooting up meth in your
like your mama and every friend that she had. Drug addicts do not have people who are not drug addicts around them. Nobody wants to shoot up with a bunch of sober people in the house. That means everybody in the house of a drug addict is also a drug addict. Oh, there's a daughter in the room. You finish that. There's a teenage daughter in the room. When the house full of drug addicts. I'll let you finish it.
You were hitting that fucking pipe. You were beaming up to Scotty.
Woo! Sound like you're doing it right now, girl.
Ain't that what you say? Timothy Blaine talks about any woman that he think is trying to do something.
No, I only talk about Heidi Fly Monster, girl. This whole section ain't nothing but women here. I don't go after nobody that they go after me. So when you go put my name in the title, that is an invitation for me to knock your goddamn head off, girl. And that's what I'm doing, right? But you want to be respected and be treated like a lady?
In
really?
Their lives. Don't anything you try to do. He want to come against my company. He want to come against Tasha K. He came against Michelle A.T. Elliott. He came against Monique. He came against Juanita Bynum. He came at Tita Talks. Just go look at his video.
Somebody been watching a whole lot of Timothy Blaine videos, girl, because you just ran off every damn woman with the exception of Phi Babe. Every woman I ever beef with, girl. You've been watching me like that, and then you're gonna bring your disgusting ass over here and don't say, "Oh, I used to watch. I used to watch. I don't watch no more." You a goddamn lie. Because the video you're discussing right now, how in the hell do you know what I said about Tasha K? That only happened 3 hours ago, girl. Explain it to me, fan.
Just pull up the name, and he is going to talk about that female like he is so angry that he spent 55 years on meth, dumpster diving. He watched his
So I started doing meth when I was 10.
Lover pass away on the couch from the A-letter words. He watched his lover.
You have the nerve to put your stinking, disgusting, filthy mouth on my partner? Really? No, I took care of my partner until the bitter end, Miss Fly Monster, right? Just like you're gonna have to take care of your trick to the bitter end, girl. But you really wanted to discuss my partner now, and now she's going to go on and say that I beat my partner. Oh, he liked white boys, and he beat him up before he had sex with him. Isn't that rape? This thing, girl. Let me not even go there, girl. Hold on a minute.
Died, but he was so high on meth that he couldn't even stay there to make sure the man got taken care of, got buried, and everything.
No, I couldn't stay there because the police came and kicked my fucking front door off the hinges because I was selling drugs. That is the truth. Your reads have no correlation with the truth at all, girl. I would have been there to the last day, but I was there to almost the last day, girl. Almost the last day. Even in my dysfunction, I was there, girl. I was there. I wasn't like your pimp when he threw your ass to the curb, girl, because you could no longer turn $100 a night. You need to leave him out your mouth, right? And we don't even want to talk about this thing going on with you and this Josh trick.
Had to go out and look for meth again because he began to have withdrawals, really, really bad withdrawals. So he had to leave his.
No, we don't have withdrawals on meth, girl. Meth is not physically addictive. Where that shit your mama was on, that's what had that withdrawal, girl. When your mama told you to go out, baby, can you go get one more? I just need a little bit more, baby. To her teenage daughter. That's what you call hooked, girl. That's what happens when you smoke crack. You smoke crack, and 15 minutes later, you need some more crack. And everything in the house is for sale. If you run out of crack, the TV's for sale. You run out of crack, everything in the refrigerator for sale. So the drug man, he just comes into your house and he just picks it out like he's at the store. He just picks out whatever the fuck he wants. He likes your picture of your mama. He takes that with him, girl. He goes to your refrigerator, right? He comes to put his feet all up on your goddamn couch because basically he can have anything he wants, girl, because your mama was the one that was hooked. And I believe that you are hooked. And you have certainly been hooked in your life, girl. But since you can sit on your funky ass in that goddamn house and run your mouth online all day and ain't got to get out there and get a goddamn job, Miss Thing. Hold on a minute.
Long time lover
just slipped me.
Was dying on the couch. That's what it say in the book. See, I supported this meth head. This man has never gave me one cash app,
never will,
one super chat.
Never
he
will.
Ain't never bought none of my products. He ain't never bought it as a gift for a young lady.
No, right back shit from you, punk. She's still trying to promote that bullshit, girl. Get your ass out there and get a job, Miss Heidi Fly. First of all, you keep making references to my book. It looks like you skimmed over, but you don't know anything about it. First of all, because you can't read. You spelled old, dirty, broke, Timantanti, Blaine. You spelled Timothy, a simple, regular, everyday American word, Timonty. Where do you hear an N in Timothy? Right? But there's more evidence of how stupid you are, Miss Tasha K. We know you left school because you had to get out there on that track.
because he hate women. He ain't never bought it as a gift for some of his subscribers. He don't give back to his subscribers. He don't have meet and greets. This old honorary bitter bastard just sits around and beg everybody else, and everybody else got to get.
I beg. Girl, I don't beg for shit, Miss Dave. My uncle, his name is Sam, girl, takes wonderful care of me, girl. I'm not missing or hurting on anything, girl. You over there with that Jay Wilson monster, right? And so you believe, oh, he begged, we screenshot it. Okay, so I've been on here 5 years, and now you have to screenshot a incident where I begged, girl. Jay Wilson over there, he done made 8 videos, girl, begging for these anonymous people he gonna send the money to. It sounds kind of familiar. He always has a reason you have to send him money, girl, right? But you have to believe that means that I beg. No, I don't beg, Miss Heidi Fly, and I ain't got no problem telling the truth about it, girl. I don't like begging this thing. I just don't like it. I don't mean other people can't do it. It means I don't do it, girl. You're the one that's constantly got money. Now you think I'm gonna buy them some goddamn eyelashes to give away as gifts. Those silly ass. Okay, people, we got to wrap this up. She's being long-winded.
And then when you give yourself accolades, you're bragging about what you got. But when he see your accolades, here he comes talking shit about what you got. Mm-hmm. So what's the difference, Timothy Blaine? Mm-hmm. You talk about, should people talk about their money? Should you talk about other people's money? Another video you watch. Why do you get to bash people for having something because you don't? Mm-hmm. You fucked your life up. You met head. And just like you said in that live, just because you grow old don't mean that you stop doing the drugs. Mama's dead. Her troubles are over. The pain is gone. I wish I could have made her proud to call me daughter, 'cause I loved her. No one to cry. No one to sit by the bedside. Is she still in there kicking Miss Heidi Fly, or is she back on another run? You admitted that you still hit that meth from time to time. No, you a goddamn lie. That you are a goddamn lie before God. I ain't never told you I'm hitting no meth from time to time. This is a belief that you have, right? You're in there running your mouth about drug addicts when you are still hitting that pipe from time to time. It is that bang. That bang. Oh, oh, oh. You out there living your life on bang. Girl, a true drug addict does not go and get high from time to time. Where are you getting this shit? Are you telling your mama this kind of bullshit, girl, that she can just go out and just do a little taste of heroin every once in a while, girl? Okay, mama, you can go ahead. You can get, this is your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. You can do a hit, mama. I ain't never told your stinking ass girl about me doing no goddamn drugs. But believe me, if I did, I wouldn't be ashamed of it. That's just what I do. I'm a grown ass man. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. It's my thing. Do what I want to do. Okay, people. How y'all do? Ooh, look at this. How y'all doing tonight? Baby, shit. Girl, I've been so neglectful. You knew I would. She knew I would. That's why she got my name in her damn title, girl. She's trying to get people to go over there so she can promote all of this silly ass shit that she does over there, girl. I mean, I'm sure Josh has conversations with her. You know, Heidi, when are we going to turn a profit? Is there a profit on the cosmetics, on the lipstick, on the eyelashes, on the wigs? Is the record company, are they ever going to give us any money at all? Right? Because he's tired, girl. He's tired of faking for you and having to foot the bill for all of your misguided dreams, girl. Right? Hold on a minute. I don't know. She just saw the post. Okay, somebody let Uncle know he's not. I'm not on screen. Oh shit! Now what's wrong? I'm not on the screen. Am I not on the screen? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, he's not on screen. Broke. She has not seen opulence in her apartment. It's fabulous. I ain't missing for. I'm not hurting for anything, honey. We never get bored of the permanent
Boot shop you set on Wilson's rear. Can y'all see me? Somebody said I'm not on screen. That might have been your computer or your device, baby. Because only one person's saying that. Okay. Unc, you cranking out the messy boots today. Well, that's what she wants. She know what I give. I only give one thing, girl. I ain't even tore into them titties. Them titties are a disgrace, girl. Who in the fuck want to walk around with two big saucers, girl, with silicone just so obvious on your chest? Don't titties go down and become sacks of flesh? Hers don't, girl. Hers don't. Hers just sit there like this. This is what her titties are. A round, hard surface. I didn't even get into that tonight. Mm-hmm. Well, I must be on screen because nobody's complaining about it, person. Mm-hmm. I ain't never wanted to be famous. Maybe when I was a little kid, like everybody else. Everybody wants to be a star when they're a little kid. Huh? Everybody is a star. Everybody wants to be a fireman, a policeman. Everybody wants to be a baseball player, rap singer, all that kind of shit. But as a grown-ass man, no, girl. Heidi was the only one thought she was going to Atlanta. She's gonna be a star. Everybody else believed exactly what it was. Here's a pilot. We're shooting it. Maybe it get picked up. Maybe it won't, girl. Whatever. They're paying for everything, so why not? It's like going down to the pier, girl. For me, something to do. But you the one bitching and complaining. Where my 30,000? The only time they filmed her when she was taking her boots off to go and try to jump on that woman, whatever, Nicole Tyler. After everybody else was already jumping on her, she's taking her boots off like an old hoe. You know them hoes on the track. When one of the hoes in the stable, if she get in the fight, then all the other hoes got to jump on to represent, right? Because he's in the car, he's in the Cadillac smoking a blunt, watching, right? So you got to go jump in, right? That's her mentality. That's the only time she appeared on any kind of film. That's the only time any camera was pointed at Miss Heidi Fly, and she thinks that was supposed to be worth $30,000. Then she came on here talking about she having her own show and she filming. She said that last week. We're filming today. We're filming. Girl, ain't nobody filming nothing but these goddamn videos you're putting together for your own music who only you and Josh and a few neighbors will listen to, girl. That's it. You ain't filming shit. You're taking them goddamn models and people taking on models people's, girl, and making your own videos. That's all you're doing, girl. You got to sell a lot of $1 CDs to pay for producing videos and things, girl. Right? You ain't no Cardi B. You are a failed rapper like you're a failed everything else. I wouldn't rub it in. Believe me, it does not give me pleasure to rub it in. But since you like to come at people the way you do, and you're so incredibly disrespectful, and I think your problem is probably because them niggas was slapping you around when you was on the host role, girl, and now you just mad at me, and so now you can speak up. So now you just consider it defending yourself. He ain't gonna talk to me like that. He ain't gonna talk to me like because you had that damn hand put on your ass, girl. It was that hand. He raised you to his hand. And when he was through with you, he threw you away. It is sad. Write that book, Heidi. I know you can't write, but you can always find an editor to put it together, girl. Because you got one hell of a story to tell. Don't she see your beautiful home in the Bay Area, California? Ain't broke? Baby, I am totally comfortable. I can afford my bills. But Heidi think you're supposed to be in the Cadillac, honey. With a diamond in the back, sunroof top, you be digging the scene with a gangster lean and gangster white. Well, that's her mentality. You see how she mixed the pimps with the NFL football players, girl? Like they're the same thing. When the hell you make whatever? I ain't gonna go into it, girl. She can't rap. I don't know if she can rap or not, girl. I know she put a lot of time in that shit and ain't getting no residual from it. Right? All that time, girl, and you can't find one person in your comment. I mean, I feel for the moderator. He's only posting so much because there's nobody else there. If he didn't post 35 comments in the comment section, there would be not there'd be like 3 comments, girl. Three, she had 0 comments, but 3 people in the chat. And only 200 people watch the video. Little babies get more than that, girl. My dog can get more than 200 views, girl, in 2 hours. Screening, you want to make a video? No, he's resting. Mm-hmm. But she came on here fucking with me intentionally because she knows what she would get. What she would get from me. So is that worth it to you, Heidi Fly Monster? So when nobody else is watching you, will you also be willing to go out and throw yourself into oncoming traffic to get views? What are you willing to do, girl, to get views? You go from section to section to section. You hop here, hop there, get a few here, a few there. You don't belong anywhere, girl. And then you trying to drag your stinking ass back over here, but think you come fucking with me, girl, under the guise of something like Jay Wilson, girl. It speaks to your need to pay somebody. Because I get my views, girl. You ain't doing nothing but paying me. Hell, if you got 200 views, you ain't getting nothing. You're not even gonna get a penny. I searched for it last week for you, girl. And you can't you're not even getting a pity for your video, girl. So you just paying me because you like paying pimps. I might get me a big fur hat. Give me a mink hat that make you like me more. Mm-hmm. Do I get a gay pass? She's out getting a gay pass. Cause I'm saying the B word, girl. I've been saying the B word since I first sucked my first dick. The B word has been part of my language, girl. Like with all gay people, right? It ain't just women, honey. It's gay. It's gay and it's women. Both of us abuse it. Both. No, we always call each other bitches. That's just it. That's the way it is. And then Charlemagne and God and those they call each other bitches too. Get in here, bitches. I mean, they have it's in every damn movie. I don't know what they keep making this big word because they want to cause division. They want to cause division between gay people and they think that's a winning argument, something they can talk about, girl. Nobody give a fuck about that bullshit, girl. Get your ass some more immaterial. And if you don't like all this gayness, girl, go take your ass somewhere else. Go back over to where you failed with the mukbangs, and you failed with the makeup people, and you failed with this one, and you failed with that one, girl. And you always come dragging your stinking ass back over here because you ain't got nothing else to do. What you could do, since you are still a relatively young woman, or so you say, you could go out and get your ass a job and prove to your husband or your boyfriend or whoever the fuck he is that you're not there to use him, right? You want to contribute as well because these little adventures, they ain't bringing in no money, girl. If you not bringing in at least 2,000, 3,000 views on your video, you're not even getting a check. Check. All you getting out of this whole thing is just the ability to show somebody these videos you putting together, girl. That's it. But they say that a hoe needs to get her ass beat up. I don't understand it. I've never understood it. I think it's probably one of the most disgusting hustles that ever was. Right? Because I can never understand what does the woman get out of it exactly. If he's taking all her money and beating her up, what the fuck is she doing it for? But Heidi Fly she know everything. And there's been many occasions where he wasn't going to let you take that money and give it to your mama to buy crack. He said, oh, no, bitch. Your ass, you owe me. That's my money in your pocket. Mm-hmm. Hi, country gal. She's jealous. I don't know what she's jealous of me for. No, she sees me as a way because she knows I will respond, right? She don't want to go over there argue with Jay Wilson because she got her nose buried up in his asshole, right? So she figured, oh, I'll go over there and fuck with him, and that'll bring me some views. But it's not working, Heidi Fly. Try something else, girl. All I'm gonna do is make you look bad. People disrespect you. They call you Heidi Ho. Why? Because you come over here fucking with people. For what? Because of Tasha K? Tasha K makes her living with this shit, girl. All she does is talk about people. Why in the hell is Tasha K in a protective class? I don't understand it, girl. Who is she? Who was she? Who does she hope to be? Tasha K. What's her name? I guess she got her nose up Tasha K ass. You think that's going to catapult her to stardom, girl? Heidi Fly Monster. How old are you? Are you 50 yet? Girl, there's not a lot of market for 50-year-old rappers. They abandoned you in your late 30s as a hoe. You can only swing on that pole. Maybe you stressed it out an extra year or so. But there's not really a market for 50-year-old rappers who have not established themselves. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want you by now, they will never, never, never want you. Ooh. We've all got our taste in rap. You should understand that. Like I understand you. Be quiet, phone. Mm-hmm. That's Gamby. He calls it this time every day when he get off work. All right, so she goes on a little bit more. I didn't want to bore y'all with waiting for her to finish up, but it failed again. Heidi Fly Monster. Go and pick up somebody your own size, girl. Go over here and mess with these women so they can knock your ass back in the ground, girl. Right? I don't enjoy beating up on women. I'm not like your pimp friends or what you call them, Max. Cold Max. You Cold Max and the NFL player and the ballers and shakers. And what? Wait a minute. The ballers and shakers and the NFL players and the superstars. How the hell did pimps get involved in how are they on that same level, girl? How are they even in the same room? How are they even in the same building, girl? They wouldn't even be allowed into a building with decent human beings. A pimp or what you call Max, girl, that is the scum of the earth. It is the scum of the earth, Fly Monster. No, excuse me, slip of the tongue. Heidi Fly Monster, right? What they do to young girls, pay attention to who you admire, Heidi Fly Monster. Because you heard the word pimp in a rap song, girl, don't think that makes it okay, because it's not okay. And like I know, if you were still in your 20s, you'd still be working for a pimp. Ooh, y'all are out tonight. Lord have mercy. What is her page? Hold on a minute. Let's throw her a bone. Her page is Fly Uchi. She stole that from Gucci. Airlines, podcast, and TV. Help her, please, get over 200 views. I'll say it again. Fly Uchi, spell FLYUCCI. Airlines, podcast, and TV. She's the one with the great big old saucer titties that sit way up on her, almost to her neck, girl. And you can see the silicone. It is a solid silicone tit. That's her. When you see that picture, you know you've reached Heidi Fly Monster. Okay? Listen, thank y'all for coming in tonight. I had no choice but to go over and read this woman. She's begging for my attention. But recognize, Miss Heidi Fly Monster, I only come and read you when I want to. If I choose to freeze you out like most of YouTube has done, girl, you'll wither away and crawl back in your hole. So I'm only giving you loving kindness by even addressing you. You're not worthy. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy Call. Tracy Tall. Is that an Indian name? Tracy Tall. Thank you for super chat. I appreciate you. It's not like a Indian name. Okay. South love you. Be listening with your husband. Your husband is listening to this fool. Don't let him look at her page. Look at them big old hard titties. She swear to God, them titties ain't hard. Lord have mercy. She only fucks with Jay Wilson because he's over there. He manipulates her by telling her, "Oh, you look beautiful, Heidi. Oh, no, you the only one sexy, Heidi." Falls for that, just like she fell for the pimps. Tell her anything, baby. Just as long as you give me all that money. And we don't know how much she's been sending over there either. I guess he's over there working the damn disaster, hurricane disasters. All he talk about is money. Oh, I ain't talking about for me. You're still talking about money, nigga. God damn. Why did your mind automatically go to money? You ain't gonna get nobody shit, liar. It's too many of y'all in here. I got to say good night. Yeah, honey, it's too many of y'all, child. Get all these darlings. Everybody trying to get that holiday cash. Well, Heidi ain't gonna get much with 200 views, girl. You got to get at least 2,000 to get you a $15 check. So that's the fact that she had the nerve to bring her ass over here tells you. And them reviews she do, girl. Baddies is the only time she's ever gotten a check. That's why I call people, they want to get it from the horse's mouth. That since that show is about hoes beating up and punching each other and shit like that, that's the world that Heidi comes from. So they were interested in her perspective. But now she has to go right back into her hole. 100 views, 200 views, girl. That's it. If you ain't gonna talk about hoes knocking each other side of the head with wine bottles, girl, they're not interested. Love Bunny, what's going on with Love Bunny? $15. Lord have mercy. Thank y'all for coming in on tonight. I'm sorry I have to keep on come here knocking these people upside their head. Ladies, y'all know I love you. I don't have to explain that. I'm not even going to address it. Y'all have a good night. Later.